Well, welcome to my first webinar. I am so excited to be here today with you guys. This is my first webinar ever, and it is called Why Everyone is Wrong About Stock Music Licensing Income, except me, of course. But you may have heard about this thing called stock music licensing, and you may have said, I want to make some income. I want to make income like this. I want to make some passive income with my music. Well, who doesn't? Who wouldn't want to? So you may have heard that stock music is trash. You may have heard that stock music is just a penny game. You may have heard that stock music's going down the tubes. Nobody's doing it. Here's what some people are saying about stock music. It's cheap. It's crappy music. There's no money in it. I tried it. I made nothing. It's a lot of work for a little income. The libraries don't allow you to be with a PRO or content ID. Well, that's just not true. It will prevent you from making anything with sync licensing. That's not even true. I'm not even going to talk about that. That's so not true. So, but they only pay me a small percentage of what they do. Okay, you're putting your music up there for free. It's sounding very ranty again today, isn't it? Well, that's what today is going to be about on this webinar. Let me go ahead and see who is here before I get started with any more ranting going on here. I see Mems Beats, what is up? Glad you are here today. Arco is in the house today. Andreas, good to see you, my friend. Bonnier, oh, awesome for you to be here today. Great channel. Let's see who else is here. Shane Jensen is in the house. Remember, you got to stay in the house if you want free stuff, my friends. Ragdoll Reacts is in the house. Great to have you here again on the channel today. Well, today we're going to talk about why everyone is wrong about stock music income, except me, of course. And Signature Music is in the house. We are at 20 people in this thing already. And let me tell you, folks, you're going to want to stay here because I'm going to talk about how you're going to get free stuff in just a minute. Joffrey is in the house. How you doing, Joffrey? Thanks so much for being here today. We are going to have some fun today, folks. Let me tell you, I have seen all the hating. I have seen all the loving about stock music. And as you may know, and as you'll learn today throughout this webinar, I am right in the middle of all these people. I don't fall in the camp that says, oh man, there's no money in it, because there is money in it. I'm not in the camp that says, oh, there's so much money in it, because I don't make that much money in it. But I believe in all incomes. When I got a $200 or so from PRO last week, I was happy. It was $200, and yeah, maybe there'll come a time when I need it to be $2,000 and not $200, but it's okay. So you have people who hate on stock music and stuff, and you have people who really are like, you can make $500 to $1,000 a month with stock music licensing. I was one of those people. That was one of my very first videos. You may have found my first video, $0 to $600 in stock music. Well, I do believe it's a thing. I do believe I have made $600 a month before with this, but to be honest, we're going to see how that's true for some people, how it's not true for some people. I have data today, folks, data that's going to back up my claims. And then we have lots of special deals. We are giving away free stuff in this seminar. Free stuff. You're going to get, there's a free coupon to take the entire stock music course that I'm going to talk about today at the very end of this. So you got to stick around to the end, because I'm going to be releasing a lot of nice prizes or prices on the stock market course. But also, I'm going to be giving a stock market course away. I'm going to be giving a 1-hour coaching with me away. I'm going to give a free collection of all my ebooks, and I may also just give away some coupons. I've got an idea of how I want to do it. And for you to be registered for this giveaway, you have to write the word free in the comments. If I don't see the word free in the comments, I won't know who wants something for free. So you have to write the word free in the comments, and that's what you have to do. Let's see who else is here right now. Mark Rushton, here for the rant. Dude, there's going to be lots of ranting today. And if there wasn't enough, there was ranting yesterday, but there's going to be even more ranting today. Manuel Fountain, hello, been waiting since yesterday. Thank you. Manuel, so glad you're here. It's going to be a fun day. Ranting, giveaways, all sorts of stuff. Jonathan, or I'll turn down my speakers in case of heavy rants. Yes, I could get extra ranty today because I'm going to talk about the haters, I'm going to talk about the lovers, and I'm going to talk about the reality of what is going on in stock music. And I've got it. I've got it set. I've got it on point today, my friends. Thomas, hello, Thomas. Thanks for being here today. Joffrey says my new album just hit Spotify. Waiting for the rest. Have work to do. Glad to be here. Well, I am glad you are here today. Andreas is talking to him. Matthias is in the house. Awesome. So far, 27 folks in here today. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Shane's got the idea. Free. This is what you do. You type free. Arco says cookies. No, that's not the word, Arco. It's free. Andrea says free. Free, says Arco. Everybody is getting the idea here. XD, that is not free. Shane Jackson is in the house. Free. All right. Good to see you in here. Manuel is here. Everybody is here. Vex E is in the house saying free. Tim Grunwald is in the house saying free. Everybody, we got 30 people in here. Come on in. As I would say in our streams community, the water's fine. Come on in. So yeah, everybody come on in. Thanks so much for being here. Sana is in the house today. Hello. Thanks for being here. Make sure you put free like Mark Paquette just did. Thanks for being here, Mark. Appreciate that. Everybody, thank you for putting that on. Eventually, at different points in this little show here, I'm going to be picking at random. I've got some ideas on how numbers that I'm going to count up, and there's going to be some stuff given away to the people on the numbers that I have kind of, before I even started this, I just wrote down some random numerals, and from I'm not even going to say what they are, but about every 15 minutes, I'll be giving away something for free if you put free in the comments. So great to have you all here. This is amazing. Natuno is here. Hello. Mark said he paid for the early bird. He sure did, and it's worth it. And I've got news for people who paid for the early bird coming up. Nick Janiff, good morning. Thanks for being here today. Yes. Not hello, it's the word free. Put free in the comments if you want something free. Lewis, hi Eric, love tuning into your videos. So helpful in my composition journey. That is awesome. I hope you are also on my composition channel. Hello composers, and I've got another podcast ready to go up on that, and just gonna have a lot more content on that as well, because composing is important to me, and I don't always have time to talk about it here as I'm working on things. All right, so back on point here. So the other thing to remember is that this webinar will disappear faster than a Black Friday deal. This isn't a Black Friday thing, by the way. It just so happens to kind of, I don't know, land right before all of this Cyber Monday, Black Friday stuff. And this video itself will disappear, maybe even today, because I'm trying to get people to hear, and it's working so far. 34 folks are in here. Excellent. Keep coming in. Keep writing down the word free. You don't have to write down the word free more than one. Just one. Yeah. Shane says, kind of like Snapchat. Yeah. I've used Snapchat so much. You know me. I'm a big Snapchatter. Been using Snapchat for years, not. Let's see who else. What else would I want to say in here? Yeah, this is a webinar. It's purposely not here all the time. So like this webinar is not going to just stay on the channel. So you really got to stay here for this the entire time if you want to see the free things. So get you a nice, lovely cup of a warm beverage, because friends, there's nothing quite as good in this entire world as a warm beverage. And today's warm beverage is black tea with a little peach tea flavoring in it. So it's lovely. All right, back to the webinar. Also, if you have a question, remember to put Q and colon in front of the question. That way I know that you're asking a question I need to ask, because I know sometimes you guys talk with me or amongst each other and things like that. And so I have to kind of like follow my script, follow what I'm trying to do here, and really get to what is this whole webinar is about. So I got to stay on task. So yeah, if you're just joining us, and it seems like more of you are, let's see if anybody else new is here. Type free in the comments if you want to be considered for one of the free things. So I'll do the best. Will it hurt if I continue my takeaway test? It won't hurt me at all, just so I don't have to watch you or hear about it. So go ahead and take it, and just keep watching, Arco. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the haters out there. I'm going to get into a full presentation here in just a bit. We'll see if some more people join us. Remember, you got to stay on. You got to stay with me for this webinar in order to get the free stuff. So I said there were haters that were hating on stock music. And I guess what? I think the haters are right. I think they could be absolutely right, but only for people who don't work at this. People who don't have the information, and worse yet, people who, as I ranted about yesterday, don't work at it. If you're not going to work at this, then you're not going to make anything. It's like any job. It's like any kind of thing that you're trying to make money at. If you don't do any work towards making money in any of the music incomes that I talk about on this channel, and we talk about a lot of things. We talk about sync licensing, which is not completely different than this, but a lot different than stock music and micro licensing stuff we're talking about today. But whether you're a musician, you go out and do gigs, all that kind of stuff, it's all very, I don't know, it's all very tough to make money there. I mean, making money in non-exclusive music for stock libraries and micro licensing is absolutely fruitless, but only if you decide to not work it very hard. And to be honest, there are times I don't work it very hard. I haven't really worked it that hard this year. And last year, I kind of did in 2021. And because I was new at it and it was really interesting to me. And I was also working sync, but I thought, ooh, stock could be this thing that could make me a lot of money. And it has. Stock music has, and the licensing of stock music and putting on sites has literally made me, folks, over $10,000 in the past 3 years. Now you might say $10,000 in 3 years, that's not very good. Well, that's like part-time side income. It's a side hustle money. Now I know people who make not side hustle money, but full like six-figure money on this, but they approach this a whole different way. Just like anybody approaching anything. If you approach something with the goal to make it your living, you're going to have to work at it. And the harder you work at it, the better you'll do. So the same is like if you want to be a known artist, but you never go perform, you never work to find an audience, you never build an online audience, and you expect success, it's not going to happen. I work with artists all the time. I have to pull them along. We talked about this yesterday. Go to see that rant yesterday. Why I have to pull people along through this, and I shouldn't have to pull you through this today. Let's see if we've got any new people in. Ooh, I see some new names in here. Chlyn is in here. Free. You got it. That's all you got to type if you want free stuff. I'm going to pick very soon the first free thing and give it out today. Copper Boogie Music. Greetings. Waiting for the news stinger. Well, here's some. I've got. I don't even know if my news stinger is working today. Let's see if my news stinger is working today, because I don't. Actually, I have to wait because. Well, let's just see. Don't know if the news stinger is working today. Hey. In today's news, BMI is sold to a private equity firm. Not sure if you knew about that. I'm not really doing news. This is not a podcast, but that is in the news. If you saw Jesse's post on Sync My Music last night, BMI is, they announced the firm that BMI is selling to. And they say they're giving out $100 million. How about that? I think we all should be, kind of happy with that, don't you? So yeah, we should all be happy that we are getting, if you're with BMI, there might be $100 million that will be distributed amongst us all. Okay, Oh, Bradford Nights. Well, there you go. I see. I didn't even know. I was going to wait for you, and here you are. All right. Thanks everybody for being here. Anybody else new? Anybody else new? Spider 550. Hello. Make sure to put uh, 50 free, the word free, in a comment by itself, and I will put you. I'm going to go through, and I'm going to start giving out some free things. Shane says, "Do you have a special free prize stinger?" I don't have a stinger, but maybe something like, how about this? I don't know if that will work. I could go like this. And now the next free thing I'm giving out goes to. I don't know. That might work. I don't know. Um, Jeffrey says, I'm sorry, Joffrey says, I am with BMI at Make My Music Income. They're my PRO. Me too. And I know a lot of people that are with BMI. And so we're all in that type of things. Thank you, Nintendo. Got you. All right, everybody. Hey, everybody, do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up because that will spread it out. More people will come flying in to this webinar if we get tons of likes, like thumbs up on the video. I don't usually ask for that kind of thing, but since this is a webinar, we're going to try to get lots of thumbs up, lots of views here, and get lots of people in here. Hope you're liking it so far. All right, so let's get back to the matter at hand. Why people are so wrong. They're so wrong about stock music income. It's we talked about being an artist and never being an artist. It could be the same thing if you're in sync licensing and you get your music to TV, film, gaming, advertising, but you never produce amount of a good quality songs. You never produce hundreds or thousands of songs. You don't hustle direct to sync agents or music supervisors or try to make music library connections. You don't do any of these things. You're not going to make any money at sync either. Stock music licensing is just like any other music industry. There's high quality music you have to make and upload and get accepted and keep uploading. The better the chances are for your success if you do this. If you don't do this, you're just not gonna make any money in it. And it has to start with knowing what you have to put in it, what the industry is like, and where to put your songs. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Stock music licensing. We're going to look at stats for around 50 composers and musicians that are doing stock music. And some are killing it, some are not killing it, and some are in the middle, like me. But you're going to see some really interesting statistics on why some people are making this happen. Some people are not making this happen. Thanks for all the thumbs up, folks. Keep thumbs up coming and give us a bunch of hearts and stuff like that. I don't even know what all that stuff is, but do it anyway. If you want good ranting. So yeah, some people are making money with this. Some people are not. Some people are in the middle like me. And they say, some people say the lottery would be better odds than the music business. And you can't win if you don't play, though, is what I say. And so it's a little like investing in the stock market. Sometimes you get a payout with a good investment and sometimes you don't. So there's a reason, kind of a double entendre, as I like to say, of why I called my course The Stock Market and not just make music, make income with stock music licensing. So, all right. 4 years ago, I had no idea stock music licensing exists. I just was a composer and I was working on, I had just made my first deal with Sync Licensing Library. And I thought, man, this is the way to go, get my stuff on TV, all that kind of stuff. I'm still producing clients, still working for clients now. And I was getting ready to finish up a degree, my master's degree in composition, and I was going to teach, which I am doing. I had not started a YouTube channel. I was years away from starting a YouTube channel, or at least a year away. But I was starting to get my songs into sync and into some exclusive libraries and actually on TV. Then I heard about this, I saw some videos. I was watching videos about licensing, and suddenly I see this guy, Daniel Carrizales. Who is this guy? Daniel Carrizales, he's from Greece, and he's like, get your stuff in your portfolio. And I was like, what is he talking about? But let me tell you, Daniel gave me a lot of free advice at the beginning. He really kind to my channel and is one of the people, I have to mention him in this video. It's a webinar about stock music licensing. I have to mention two people: Daniel Carrizales of Stock Music Licensing and Stevie B of the Production Music Academy. If you are into production music and you want to know how to make better production music, you need to go to Stevie B's site and you need to be part of his academy because he is awesome. Chaz, hey man, what's up? Thanks for being here today. I appreciate it. Make sure you put free in the comments. The word free if you want to be eligible for free stuff that I'm going to give out. And you got to stay here with us because I'm not going to announce the free course until the end. And I'm not going to announce the free coaching slot with me until towards the end as well. So make sure you stay. I lose more than I win, but sometimes I win big, says Nintuno. Very cool. I don't know what this means. Face, red heart shape. Apparently, that emoji didn't work. I'm not great at emojis, but I'm trying to use them more apparently. All right, everybody, thanks for the thumbs up. We're almost at 20 likes. Make sure you like this video. I'd appreciate it. Mark Rushton is here. Oh, we got more news here. That's right. Mark Rushton reports BMI will be owned by New Mountain Capital, which was founded by a guy who led the leverage buyout group of Goldman Sachs in the 1990s. So there's a little bit more news for you today. Thanks, Mark, for that. And so hopefully, yeah, there we are. Now we're at 20 likes. Keep it coming, though. BMI is going to be owned by a company. Now, I talked to Jesse from Sync My Music this morning about this. We kind of have been emailing back and forth since his announcement last night. And yeah, I'm tight with Jesse. Jesse is a cool guy. And if you got an email from him today, you saw what kind of character he has. He was really thankful and sent out a lovely email today to everybody that follows him. He's just a great guy. I mean, all around. Every time I talk to him, he's just super great. I'm talking about Jesse Josephson at Sync My Music. You've seen him on this channel. You probably have seen his channel around. He is the man. But he kind of broke this story last night as far as making sure people knew about it. And I pushed it out, and then I talked to him today, and he's BMI, and I asked him if he was going to be changing from BMI. And sorry to move away from the webinar for just a second, but this is important for all of you who are watching and you're part of a PRO, especially if you're part of BMI. And that this New Mountain Capital company might be something that is actually a good thing. They're going to be giving, as part of the buyout, $100 million away, distributed through their writers and their publishers. Now, who knows who gets what, and I'm sure it'll be based on percentages of what you normally get. But hey, any new money is good money. And yeah, I told Jesse, I think you have to think that a company going for profit and having a company that really is focused on this rather than just being a nonprofit company, which do things get done in the same way that it does when something is a business and serious people are wanting to make money with serious things. I would think that they're going to go and find every dollar out there that's available for us. So I'm hoping this is a good thing, and we'll find out if that's the case or not. The stinger, I want to make one. Go ahead. Go ahead and send it to us. Chaz says, you gave me so much already. I got on Motion Array and gained some success because of you. That's awesome. Also, I signed up with Music Supervisor 2 days ago and got approved last night, all because of you. Oh, well, thanks, man. See, this stuff makes me feel like there's a reason why I do all these videos, why I do this channel. And with 42 of you here, or however many are watching this, thanks so much for being here and being part of this channel, because this is the direction I want to move in. I want to teach full time on my channel, and I want to compose in the morning, and I want to teach in the afternoons, just like I'm doing right now. So that's excellent about Motion Array. Keep watching the channel because, Chaz, I'm going to be working on Music Supervisor this year. I'm going to try their 9.9 thing and see how it works for me. So probably around the first of the year, I'll tell you about all the things I'm going to be doing in 2024 that are different. Mark Rushton, I'm looking at you. I need to talk to you about your playlist strategy. Let me tell you, the guy who just told us about BMI, Mr. Mark Rushton, has a playlist strategy that is making him dollars. and I don't know anybody else who's doing it. Maybe you do, Mark, but I don't. So I'd like to talk to Mark about, there's so many things that I want to talk about on this channel. That's why I have to start a whole other channel called Hello Composers, just so I can talk about composing stuff and I'm how crazy I am about orchestration and Musio and all the samples I get in orchestration and all that stuff. Matthias says stock music is the only kind of making money with music which fits into my time management with the main job. Mm-hmm. I like the way to do it. I like the ways to do it. Composing, uploading, waiting for the money. That's it. Yeah. And this is a perfect comment about if you're just watching this and you just tuned into this webinar, you saw this somehow, and you've never seen this channel before. First of all, subscribe to this channel so you'll get more stuff because I've got tons of unique new comment stuff coming out about how to make music income that we haven't even talked about on this channel yet. I got sync agent videos coming out. I got all sorts of stuff coming out. You guys gotta subscribe and come on board here because this thing is going to grow. But what Matthias says here, and this is Matthias, he is in Germany, and he works a full-time job and he likes his full-time job. He has no reason to leave his full-time job for music. But like you probably, like me back when I worked a day job back in the day, I liked music and I was going to make it. I was just going to make it. And you might just be that person saying, I want to do something with my music, or maybe you have music that you've already put out. All that is available for you to come here. All right. Chaz, thanks for being here. Rob Green, hello again. Thanks for being here. Make sure to put free in the comments if you want to be considered for something free. And guess what? I think it's time to give away something for free. So let's go to the free things and let's just pick a random number here. I wonder how many free things I have. Let's count them together. Better put free in the comments because I'm getting ready to give away something, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, maybe I could just search by the word free. Here we go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have 21. And I was going to give something away at 15, and I think I'm going to give it away at 15. So let's go back at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ragdoll Reacts. I am going to give away to you my entire collection of ebooks, including my 2 paid ebooks. Now, if you've already paid for them, tell me. But if you haven't paid for them, I've got 2 ebooks. One of them is version 4 of the stock market ebook. And so that's free. Now, you also get that ebook when you get the course. But I'm going to give you the ebooks, and I'm going to give you also the 25% off coupon towards anything on my store that you want to buy it. If you want to buy the course, you can take 25% off, which is worth about $25 right now. So Ragdoll Reacts is our first winner. And Ragdoll, all I need you to do is to email me at, and anybody who wins anything today, just email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. I'll put the address right here. makemusicincome@gmail.com. And I will send you this stuff via email after we are done today. Okay? So just send me an email at makemusicincome@gmail. Let me stretch that out a bit. Put that up here. So Ragdoll Reacts, congratulations. Thanks for being part of this. Now, for those of you who are just joining, Genuine Free Willy, good morning. You can see it's an active conversation here today. All right, more ranting to come, more prizes to come. Make sure you put free in the comments if you want to get something for free. And make sure you like this video. We're at 25 likes. I'd like to get up to as many as we can get, maybe 50 if possible. So let me move on a little here so I don't get too far behind. The reason I created the ebook that I just, and also, by the way, you also get the Getting in Sync ebook, which is also $15 Ragdoll Reacts, and then $25 off anything in the store. So you get a discount that nobody else can get today, really, on the course and the advanced version of the course, we'll just say. But I'll talk more about the course later and the different versions of it and stuff like that. So I had been writing little ditties for years. And by ditties, I mean little songs on my computer, and they weren't really for anything. They were just little orchestral pieces or little jazz pieces or little piano pieces or whatever. Plus, I made my own music. Maybe you are doing this too. Maybe you are making music on your computer and it's just sitting there on your hard drive doing nothing. This is why I think everyone forgets about stock music income and really any kind of non-exclusive licensing of music. You should be putting all of your music out there. Anybody who will take your music, you should be putting it out there. Folks, we don't live in a land anymore where you have just songs that you can't do anything with, that you just put it on Spotify and hope somebody finds it. There are libraries, there are websites, there are lots of places, there is YouTube to put your music up to and let people hear your music and let your music make money. This is all why I created this little ebook called The Stock Market. And I didn't really know how to monetize this channel. To be honest with you, I didn't even start this channel to do webinars or to sell products or anything like this. I was just watching Jesse, I was watching Daniel, I was watching Stevie B, and I would talk to all of them, and they were like, dude, you should start your own channel. I was like, eh. And finally I did. I put a video up. I didn't even put my face on it. And Stevie B's like, no, man, you got to put your face up on the thing. So I did. And then my fourth video was, I had just reached $600 in a month with stock music. And so I did a video about it. And then Daniel picked it up. There's a whole video about that. If you want to see that, go back in the videos and watch my interview with Daniel. And we talk about how that happened. But now we have, I decided that the ebook itself sold like crazy. I mean, I made way more on that ebook than I ever thought I would. So I thought, well, maybe, just maybe, people are interested in stock music and would like a course of this ebook. So I went really behind the scenes with this course, and I'll be offering some deep discounts when we get to the end of this. But y'all, get your music out there. Why are you sitting on your music? Why aren't you putting it on these things? You can, listen, maybe you only make $5, but what if you woke up tomorrow and someone had bought your music for $5 or $50 or, whatever, and it was just sitting there, and you'll be paid on the next 15th of the month. It's not fantasy. It's not a gimmick. It's not also guaranteed if you don't get to work at putting your songs out there. It's not going to work for you if you don't. But we're talking about making music here. This isn't work. This isn't like, I'm not asking you to slave away. I feel like sometimes when I talk to my students at the school I teach at, that I have a whip that I'm whipping them with because I ask them to create a beat, because I ask them to mix a song, because I ask them to do something fun with music. They're like, oh, I'm so tired. I can't do it. It's too hard. And I'm like, well, you need, I heard another teacher, like I said yesterday, said, if you want to be good in music, you would do this assignment. And that's the way I want to really talk about this. But again, I'm not asking you to dig ditches here. You can take your passive, your music and make passive income with it. This is what you've wanted your whole life. It's what I wanted my whole life. I wanted to just make money. I wanted to make music. Money, I'm not very money motivated like some people. As long as I have stuff to drink and eat and a nice roof over my head, I feel very blessed. And I live way above my means like most of us Americans do. We pay way too much to live in a house that's got way more room than we need, and we have way more food than we need. We went to Costco the other night. And if you don't know what a Costco is in the States, it is a big, huge store where you can buy huge portions of things. It really is like America in a box. It just shows you how much we have, but I'm not going to go off on that. But I never was really money motivated, and so I just wanted to make music. And if I could make income from it, then that's what I wanted to do. And the beautiful thing about stock music licensing and putting your stuff on sites, we're going to talk, you might hear me say stock music libraries, which is literally what they are. There's libraries online that have stock music. And then you might have also these sites like SongTradr and different sites like that that aren't necessarily libraries, but they do work in licensing somehow, or they bring money in other ways. And then you're going to talk about songs like Music Supervisor Pro and Crucial Music. And these are all in my course, in the stock market course. But all of these things, and they're all, here's the beauty, they're all non-exclusive, which means you can also put them on Spotify. You can also make sheet music. You can also do anything you want with them, perform them live. You have total control. And yeah, maybe you're only getting 35% of the sale, but you're getting 35% of something versus, if you don't put it up to this library, getting 100% of nothing. So which one would you like? How's that for a rant? So this is extra income on top, just like Matthias working his job, and he makes a little extra scratch on the side, very passive income that comes in, and he can pay some things with it, buy himself some equipment with it, whatever he wants to do. It's just like side music gigging. It's just like streaming on Spotify. It's just like sync licensing, especially right now. I'm making way more in the non-exclusive stock music stuff than I am in sync licensing so far. Hopefully that's going to flip-flop in about the next year, because it started this year to come up. Sheet music is something I think I could make a lot of money with it if I would just put it with it. But I can do that at the same time I do stock music licensing. And obviously I can still work with music clients, which is another big part of my income. And I do have a new ebook that will be my next ebook coming out, is called Six Figure Music Producer. And this is basically about my experience as a music producer, how I built an independent music production business, eventually took it to Nashville, and how I made six figures with it for years and years and years, till I purposely tried to drive a stake through its heart. It still won't die. It's still around. I'm still helping clients. Maybe you're one of them here. If you're one of my clients here, say hello. But yeah. Daniel is in the house. Good to see you here today. All right, everybody, thanks so much for all the likes. Keep liking the video. If you haven't liked the video, it's a simple thing to do. Just go down and hit the thumbs up thing. Again, I'm not usually a guy who does that. Boop the like button or whatever. Subscribe and hit the bell. I never say that kind of stuff, but do subscribe and do put a thumbs up on this video, because it's going to help more people see it. And I think this webinar is important. And this webinar is not going to be up very long. It's probably only going to be up today. It's possible I might leave it up through the weekend, depending on how it turns out. But anyway, all right. So going to give away something else here in a minute. But right now, remember to put a Q if you have any questions. Let's see where I am with this stuff. I think I'm about at the end of the beginning of this here today. So there are really 4 parts of this webinar, not including everything I just did. This was just to let everybody get in here, and we've got about 41 people in here right now, so that's great. I'm going to go now to a full presentation. It's got 4 parts to it. It's got part 1, why the haters are wrong. I'm going to talk about the drawbacks early on. This is not, you may have seen my do not stock video, which was a direct ripoff of Jesse's do not sync videos. But you know what they are, and we're going to talk about those. And then we're going to talk about why it's not easy to make a lot of money, but some people do. And so we're going to talk about that. And remember to stay around to the end of this video, because I'm going to tell you something. Everybody who says that they make over $500 in stock music licensing and they preach it on their website channels, they are probably trying to sell you something. And then I say that, and I say, oh, and by the way, stick around to the end, because I'm going to try to sell you something. But this something is a pretty indispensable tool. This isn't just a, some throwaway information. This tool has helped a lot of people. You saw how it's already helped Chaz when he was talking about how he's been helped by all the videos and all the stuff. And anybody who's like, Shane or Andreas, they will tell you that, and as a matter of fact, we're going to see some things by them here in just a minute, but it's not easy to make money, and we're going to talk about that. Part 3 is going to be the stats. This is a poll that I've been taking for about the past month or 2 trying to get as much information I can from people who make money or don't make money with stock music income. And I'm going to lay out exactly what the poll said. Um, and I'm going to present what people are making, what they're not making, and what I think is why. I think it's very obvious once you look at these numbers that we're going to look at here in just a minute, why the people are making what they're making. And then part 4, I'm going to give you my best answers to doing well in stock music licensing, which has made me 5 figures, over 10 grand in 3 years, and continues to make me income. I just, on the 15th, just 7 days ago, I got $200 or $300, from different things that paid out. And if you count the last month, it's more like $800, including content ID payment that I got. So, folks, this is real income that pays real bills, and what I want to talk about, real good side money. If it's just a side thing for you and you can make a couple $100 and you can go buy some gear that you want because it's Black Friday and you want to get all these deals, then great, you can do that. If you're a person trying to live a life of music only and you're teaching and you're doing gigs and you're doing sync licensing and you're also doing stock. Stock is one of those things that's probably going to pay faster than sync. It's probably it may not pay faster than playing live, but you know how much effort it takes to play live. So we'll talk more about that. But anyway, are you ready for the presentation? Who's ready for the presentation in here? Glad to see everybody. Got all the free people. Remember to put free in here. Remember to thumbs up this video. We're at 26 thumbs up, which I think is going to help people. And remember to stay. Don't go away. You can just keep this on in the background. Just let the dulcet tones of my ranting continue to just ease whatever you're doing. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you're at home. Maybe you're just out and about and you're just listening to this guy drone on because you want free stuff. And is it time to give away more free stuff? I think it's time to give away something else for free. So let me pick another one of these numbers. I think I picked 15 last time, so I'm going to cross that out. Let me pick something now. I want to give away 50% off the course or anything that I have, including coaching or anything. I want to give away 50% to somebody, and I'm going to go with the number 22. So the number 22, the reason is because today is the 22nd. Also, there are 22 sections in the basic part of the course. And so I'm going to go with number 22. Don't worry, I do have low numbers. So those of you who are here might also get, and I might even let you put in your free thing again, but not yet. So let's go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Daniel, good timing, my friend. Came in late and wins a prize. So, Daniel, you are going to win 50% off anything in my store, including the course that's coming out today, and the advanced version of that course, or my ebooks, or anything else. If you already have my ebooks, tell me in the email, but email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. Who knows what I might just decide to give away to you if when you email as one of these free winners. So yeah, absolutely email me, Daniel, and let me know if you have anything or if you've already bought anything. I'm not even sure if you've bought the course before, but let me know. Anybody who I choose or when is account to your name and you win for something for free, if you already have it, I'll give you something else. I'll give you some coaching or I'll give you ebooks, or I'll give you percentage off stuff, or whatever it is you want. But make sure, Daniel, that you email me. Thanks so much for being here. And that's the latest free thing. And now, my friends, it is time to, hey, what POTS really is. Okay. POTS. Glad you're in the house. And thanks for putting free. All right. So there's another free person. If you're here and you haven't put free in the chat yet, you put free in the chat. And you also need to hit the thumbs up button. We're at 29 thumbs up. Chris, Daniel, thanks for being here. And thanks so much for tuning in. Hope I can give you some information. And you're here at a good time because, dudes and dudettes, we are now moving on to the presentation part of this thing. You're like, Hasn't this been a presentation already? No, it hasn't been a presentation, but it is starting right now. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to do the stock market. I don't know where to put me. I have to put me over here somewhere. Maybe up here. We'll see. Um, so right now, I'm not going to share that. Actually, that's not what I want to share with you just yet. I want to share this. Why everyone is wrong about stock music. I don't need this anymore. So, and just so you know, this is kind of the general presentation style of the course that you're going to see today. This is how the stock music course works. Every slide that I show you in the course has me down in the corner talking. So I'm kind of teaching along as I'm going. And so, yeah, this is the teaching style of the course. But today in this course, what I want to go through is why I feel like everyone is wrong about stock music licensing. And let's just start with the haters. Why you got to hate? Why you got to be a hater? And so today we're going to talk about why you got to be a hater. And the first thing that I want to talk about when I talk about the haters is the music is hard to get right. This is what they say. This is the haters say it's too hard to do stock music licensing because people don't want to choose your music because you're not playing the coolest stuff or the right stuff, or the stuff you're putting in is not going to be on the staff picks list, or the stuff that you're putting in these libraries is not the stuff that you want to do. You got to do corporate music, and corporate music is so boring. Who wants to do corporate music? Now, personally, I think corporate music, and if you don't know what corporate music is, you've heard it. It's just music that goes behind videos that has kind of a steady beat and a lot of loops, and it's very easy and boring to make. But it used to be the music in stock music, but I think we've kind of moved beyond that. The problem is, kind of like music in church, we've moved to too cool of music, and it has to be cool. And you're not cool. I'm not cool. I do not do good at cool music. You know who's good at cool music? Stevie B. Stevie B is good at cool music. He's a cool music guy. That's Stevie B. I wish I was cool like Stevie B. Hey, thanks for the likes. We're up to 32. My goal is 50. I don't know if I've ever had a video, a live video that's had 50 thumbs up. So I would love to get 50 thumbs up today. If you're just tuning in, Chris, POTS, all of you all just tuning in, make sure you give us a thumbs up for this because I want to get a lot of people watching this video and a lot of traffic on it today, because this video is not going to be a normal video like it's on this channel. It's not going to be live forever. So you'll have to have a link to get to this video again if you want to see it. All right, so you are not cool. I am not cool. Stevie B is cool. There are other people who are cool. A lot of the people that make good music, make some good money in this are cool. Now, to that point, a lot of people who made good money, Audio Jungle for years, were making corporate music, and they were killing with corporate music, and they're making hundreds and thousands of dollars with corporate music. But now it seems like you got to be cool. I don't know what y'all think about this. Give me some thoughts in the comments about this. But I think music has to be, remember, a lot of this stock music, if you're wondering what it's for, if you're wondering why you would put your music up there, stock music is for people who are making money, are making music that people are going to use in their videos. And so they're using these songs that you're putting into these libraries for their YouTube videos. So they need cool lo-fi. They need cool music to play behind their scenes where they're frolicking on the beach, or they're at Disney and they're walking around and they're riding rides, or they're in a place. Here's another reason why they use this music. A lot of times YouTubers use the music to cover up when they are there's other music playing that they don't want to get a copyright strike. So they go to some library and they get some music of yours or mine to use in these videos. The other place these are used are in corporate presentations. So you see this used a lot in presentations. So you can be cool, you can be boring, but you got to be something. And a lot of people say this music is hard to get right. And then a lot of people complain, oh, the library doesn't like my music. They just don't like what I do. They don't like what I am doing. I have a take on this. I'll give you my take in just a second. I'll give you my take right now. I don't think that corporate is the issue. I don't think that cool or not cool is the issue. I don't think somebody liking or not liking your music is the issue. I think what you have to do is you have to be searchable. Because you have one chance at someplace like Motion Array. You either have to be in the staff picks where they see that on the front page, or you have to have a person who is going in there saying, I need a Christmas song. I need a Fourth of July song. I need a reggae song. I need a, a silly song that sounds like a marching band. I need, they are searching for things. And guess what? I'm getting ready to do a whole bit of experimenting in videos on the way people find music on YouTube, because I think we're missing an opportunity to have our music found that could then be licensed from there. And we could take a page from all the beat makers who are putting up YouTube videos that say Drake type beat. And what that means, it's a type of beat or type of song that sounds like Drake. And they've got pictures of somebody like Drake or Drake, except they've got their beat, their track playing. And people see that on YouTube because YouTube is the second, or it's a Google search engine. And so it's the biggest search engine in the world for music. People are finding these type beats here. So what if they need a reggae type beat that you have done and you put a YouTube up of it and they say, "Ooh, I love this. How do I want to use this for some use, maybe for a video or for a presentation or something." You can put links in your YouTube video over to Pond5, over to Motion Array, over to wherever you want people getting, over to your website. Doesn't even have to be to one of those places. You can get full price for someone wanting to use your site. But you got to be searchable, not just in Google, but you also have to be searchable in these engines, in these in these stock libraries, in these places for people to find you. And then I think that you've got to be topical. You've got to listen. I'm going to probably make more than usual this month and some of next month because I have a lot of Christmas songs and I'm putting more Christmas songs in right now. Um, I put up a lot of songs before Easter. We all put up songs before. I'm trying to get more patriotic songs. I've got a whole list of patriotic songs I want to put up. This is stuff that is topical. People are looking for this for videos, for church services, for school meetings and presentations. And teenagers are looking for a cheap song they can put in a video that they have to do a presentation at school, or a business person has to make a presentation for tomorrow and he goes to a site and downloads a song. You've got to be topical. You've got to be searchable. That is the music that you have to get right. And I don't think that being cool has anything to do with it, unless you are trying to get on YouTubers' page that are looking for a certain style. And even if that's the case, you better know that they're looking for lo-fi and be able to make lo-fi very effectively. It's all about being searchable, is what I think. Here's another reason why I think the haters are wrong. They say it's too much work for too little income, and I say I don't think this is right, because they say the music takes too long for me to make. Now, go full screen for this because let me tell you something. If music is taking you too long to make, I understand that. I get it. You're being very you're being very careful with your music. You want to make music that makes you money. I get it, and so you are being very careful and you're taking a long time. I have an assembly line. I make a song and then I put it on the assembly line. I may only start it one day and then I'll come back to it another day and I bring it along, and then another day I'll go, oh, this one needs just finishing up, so I'll finish that one. And it's kind of like having stuff on an assembly line and you just work on it. This is what I recommend to you. I'm going to introduce this on my Hello Composers channel, how I do this. But this is what I would say to you. But here's the thing. If you're not going to make music quickly, and you're not going to make music a lot to put on here, you're going to find it a bit of a struggle to make income if you've only got a few songs. Now, that being said, I saw something on our Discord about a guy who has 15 songs up and is making hundreds of dollars a month. So also, Stevie B does not have hundreds and hundreds of songs up on Motion Array, yet he puts the right songs up. So it's just going to depend. I'm a little bit more in the camp, and my personal income streams depend on how much I put up there, not how cool it is. I think I write a lot of topical music. I write a lot of music that people are searching for, classical music, jazz, different things. And that's how I make income with stock music. All right. So hang with me. We got another free giveaway coming up here as soon as I get done with this presentation. So So it takes too long to make, they say, and you don't make enough income, and they don't accept everything. This is getting back to they don't like what I have. Well, this is another thing about the more you can put in, and people like Mark Rushton, and I don't know if some other people from our Discord are joining us who are putting lots of songs in. Some of us have deep portfolios of music from years of making music. If you're a person who has albums and albums of music, you might want to be putting your music on these sites. And they may not accept everything, but that's okay if you can continue to crank out songs, or you have a backlog of songs to put in there, like I do usually. Then you can take one that's not accepted every now and then. No big deal. Um, let's see. They don't like my music. We talked about this a minute ago. Um, and you might have a problem with this, and you say, I made all this time making the song and no one likes it. Well, there's lots of places for you to put it. Don't fret. My take is on this that you got to make the music first. Just make music. You love to make music, right? Would you be watching this presentation if you didn't like to make music? Would you be watching this whole webinar? Would you be wasting time, 37 of you right now, sitting in here, listening to me talk on, and not and hoping against hope that you get a free thing? And thank you. And by the way, put free in the comments if you want something free. But it's you got to make the music first. And that's the whole kind of secret to this. You better make music and just keep making the music first. Make that your first goal. As a matter of fact, in the course, the very first thing I talk about is making music. And I don't get into it too deep in the course, because the course is mainly about how to find all these libraries and how to get your music up there. So yeah, let's keep going here on the presentation. Make music first, and then remember that everything that you write, unless you are writing it specifically for a library, I do this. I have libraries that I write specific albums for, and they're going to be exclusive to them. But I would say that's probably only 25 to 50%, 25% of what I have. Everything else is personal music. It's not going to sync libraries. It's totally non-exclusive. And listen, when we talk about 2024, we're going to be talking about a lot of non-exclusive pushing of songs to a lot of places. Sheet music is big on my list for 2024. Music sync agents and pushing music directly to music buyers is big on my list in 2024. And so, and the beauty is, I can take all of those songs and put them in all of these libraries that I've got in this course that I'm about to talk to you today about and show you. Some of you know about the stock music, the stock market course. Some of you don't. That's what I'm going to get to towards the end of this video and show you. But you can take all of your music that's not promised to anybody, that doesn't have a publisher attached to it, and I would bet for most of you, that's most of the stuff you have is personal music or non-sync, meaning it's not like tied to a sync library. You don't have a library that says we own the publishing and you can only do this, this, and this, and the other thing with it. You can put it on these stock music sites. You can put it on Content ID at the back end of stock music. You can put it on your Spotify and all the DSPs. You can put it on sheet music sites. You can put it on your site for sale. You can go out and sell it at shows. You can do so many things with it. Terry Bowen's in the house. About time you get here, Terry. Thank you for being here. Glad you're here today. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, Terry. Everybody I'm asking to give thumbs up. We're at 34. My goal is 50 if we can get there. I don't know why I'm so making a big deal about that, but I think it's just because I want people to find this as it's live. We're going to be live for a little bit longer. This is the longest. It's going to be a long live. But this is because it's a webinar, and webinars aren't short because there's a lot to share in it. Now, let's talk about why the haters say it's hard to make 500 plus. Actually, this is not what haters say. I mean, I guess haters do say this, but this is what the gurus might tell you. You can make $500 to $1,000 with stock music licensing. And I'm not only talking about my friend Daniel Carrizales, because I know he has said that before on his site. And I know there are people who kind of come on from time to time and talk about that. I'm not one of them. I am a person who thinks you can make hundreds of dollars a month, and I do know you can make 500 a month. But I'm going to tell you this: you're going to need a lot of songs, or you're going to need cool. But I think you need a lot of songs. I think everybody who wants to do this is just going to need songs. You need all kinds of songs to put in these search engines for searchability. We already talked about that. you're going to need some existing catalog. So especially if you are someone coming into this and you say, hey, I already have songs that I've been putting out for years, and I here's the deal. If you're a person who has been putting stuff out for years and you have albums out there already made and you've put them on Spotify and you're like, okay, that's that, I guess, or you made them years ago. We don't live in a world anymore where stuff from 20 years ago isn't applicable now. You could I have stuff that I purposely make that sounds old, and I have stuff that is actually old, like 23 or 24 or 25 years old, that gets suddenly just a Pond 5 sale or a random Audio Jungle sale or whatever all the time, and they get downloads and they get on Content ID, and I make money from them in several different directions. So if you've got existing catalog, this is a big deal, and this is something that you need to be kind of concentrating on is taking your existing catalog and putting that on the stock music sites, and also if you can make sheet music of them, putting them there. Also on the sheet music sites, you can sell MP3s because people want the sheet music, but they also want to buy the MP3 to practice with. There's so many other places. YouTube obviously is a place you can put your existing catalog, but you can certainly put it into stock music licensing. Now, quality sells. In order to make, this is another reason why it's hard to make 500. You have to make high quality music, and this is why it's hard to get in sync and do well in sync, because you have to compete against everybody else who has all the other great software from Spitfire and all these DAWs and all the people who are in my classes who have these, who get Logic and they start dragging loops around and they, hey, I can make a beat. And I'm like, you can drag loops is what you can do. So glad you're here. Oh, Mark Vasquez is in the house. Thanks for being here. Make sure you like this video, Mark, and thanks for saying free. And so yeah, quality sells everywhere. I don't care what business you're in. Quality is a big deal. And it's a big deal in this too. You're going to be up against thousands, hundreds of thousands of songs. And that's another one of the things that haters say, there's too many songs out there. I don't believe in the there's too many out there and so I'll never be successful. I don't believe in it in sync, because I think the opportunities and the needs for sync for music, for the scenes that are being shot every single day, and now that the strikes are over, it's only going to continue. There's going to be new television channels making new original content. They are always going to need people in all the areas, including music. So I don't believe in the it's too crowded a space, you shouldn't do it. But quality will help you make more money, and I think it's helped me to win, because I've put songs up that are like the same classical song as other people have up, and I know mine is a little cleaner and clearer sounding than theirs, and I get sales with it. So I can only imagine that it has to do with the quality, because I don't think these are classical songs by Beethoven. I didn't change any notes in the end of the day. So the quality is what is selling it. And I've seen this happen with artists for years. Quality surprises people. When you have something of quality because you've been working on it for years, or you go to someplace like Production Academy and Stevie B or somebody like that teaches you how to make great productions, you get something that most people don't have, and that is quality. And quality surprises people, and when they get surprised, they buy. And they're like, whoa. I mean, your family can be surprised, and you'd be surprised at how they react to your quality music. You've got to keep uploading to make money. This is a staple of this business. You've got to keep putting fresh music up. But this goes for just about everything. This goes for Spotify and DSPs too. If you're not uploading the DistroKid or to your distributor monthly or every other month, you're not going to do well and trigger the algorithms. And same with YouTube. YouTube requires us to keep uploading videos in order to get more people. All of you would not be here with me now if I didn't continue to upload videos. There would not be 30 something people watching me and 36 likes of this thing. And by the way, if you're new and if you're just coming in, be sure to put free in the comments and like the video. So why am I like talking about that? Who cares? So you got to keep uploading. I got to keep uploading videos, and I got to keep going because this is getting too long. You got to have what is searched for. I talked about that earlier. You got to have searchability. And so I tell you one of the things right now that really sells at places like Artlist and some of these places, even Motion Array, is that you are an artist. They are looking for artists. So if you think you're just an artist, you're not a music producer, you're not a composer. Let me tell you, if you're writing original songs and making them or recording them, people are looking for you. People are looking for you inside this business because they love artists. And so, yeah, that's a big part of being successful, especially at Artlist or one of those Music Vine or places like this. They're really looking for artists. They're not looking for composers like me. So that's what you got to be. So my take is you got to do all these things. You got to have catalog. You got to keep making and selling quality music and keep uploading it. And you got to have what to search for. And it doesn't hurt to be an artist. All right, it's time now to get into the stats. Don't lie. We're close to another giveaway, but I want to get through these stats first because this is an important thing. You need to listen up. If you've been kind of like putting me on a phone on the other side of the kitchen, or if you have been like coming in and out because, hey, you're looking at other stuff, this is the only downside to having this on YouTube is that too much can distract you. And you say, oh, another video. And you go over and watch it and say, I'll come back to Eric in a minute, which is fine. But you need to stay here for this part because this part is going to be I think, one of the selling features of this entire video. And it's the reason why I put out a poll, and many of you have filled it out. And the first question I ask people is, how many libraries or sites have you applied to? And this is some of these, I kind of bold what I think are the telling numbers in this. And the first answer was 1 to 5, and 44.7% said 1 to 5, which I expected. I doubt that most people are even up to 5. I bet they're at 1, maybe 2. Some of you watching maybe have put your music in Pond 5, or you put your music in Motion Array. I know many people don't see any reason to do anything but Motion Array for the money. I don't think that's true. Now, I'm in Audio Jungle, which is hard to get in, although we had someone in our Discord recently get into Audio Jungle somehow. So we're still trying to figure that one out. But I have applied to more than this. As a matter of fact, I've applied to more than 5 or 10, which is 25%. 25% of the people said they applied to 5 to 10 libraries, and almost 20% said they applied to 10 to 20 libraries. Watch these numbers now. 20 plus said they applied to. 10% said they applied to 20 plus. This is very telling, and the reason the 44.7 is important here is because you're going to see some numbers as we go here that reflect back on this, that reflect back on the 45% of people who are only putting their music up to a few libraries. If you're only going to put your music up to one library, you're not going to make much money. And then the rest of the people, 55%, are anywhere from 5 to plus 20 libraries. I'm plus 20 libraries. I have stuff in over 20 different sites and stuff, and that doesn't even include sync licensing libraries. So the next question was, how many libraries or sites are you currently in? You applied to them, but how many did you get in? A similar number got in those libraries, which is nice. A pretty big size number got in 5 to 10 libraries. And then we round out with 9.1 in 10 to 20 or 20 plus libraries. But again, look at that big number. Look at that 45.5%. The people who are currently in all those libraries only applied for those libraries. If they'd applied for 5 to 10 or 20 libraries, you'd see the other numbers going up. But also, you'd see this. How many songs now do you have in these libraries? This doesn't mean how many libraries are in, but how many songs do you have in libraries? 50 and under said only about 32%. And this is a big deal on money making, as we'll see in a minute. 14.9 said 50 to 100 songs. 19% said 100 plus songs. 10% said 200 plus songs, which is where I am. I'm actually right about here now because I have 300 files just about at Pond 5, but I'm about 200 songs, I think, up there. So again, 50 and under songs is 30%. 32% of people have only put 50 or less songs on there, and it could be a handful. And if that's the case, then those 30% aren't going to make very much money, except for the guy I said who made 15 songs and is making money. But he's an outlier, I would think. But the rest of the people, the other 70 or 68% of people, are making more or putting more out there. And so look at this, 400 plus is 17%. People are putting all this in there into these libraries. Now, here's where we get into the money made. How much have you made total ever in libraries and sites? Under $1,000 total in their life. Now, remember that most people answering this poll probably have only been doing stock music since they heard about it, and they likely heard about it from me or Stevie B or Daniel or somebody like that. And they've made under $1,000 total ever. Now that's 34%. But remember up here in this one, 31% only have 50 songs in there. And not only that, but in these other ones, how many libraries are you in? 45%. So they're only in a couple libraries. So they're probably this big number of under 1,000 is going to depend on how much that they did. If you look at the other numbers, though, it's way more. It's 34% made under 1,000. But if you take out the bottom two and you just go to over 5,000 and to over 25,000, folks, that's more than 50%. That's 55% or so that have made 5,000 or more. I'm in the over 10,000 category. So I think this all goes back. The bigger numbers go back to the people who are doing more and putting more in more libraries. Now, I find this stat interesting because I think this is the real secret sauce on what we are doing with this, why it's important for us to make this music and put it into all of these libraries, because we want to make some income. Monthly income that pays bills. Monthly income is what we want from our job, right? We want income to pay bills. And the beautiful thing about stock, you don't have to wait until some sync library pays you once or twice a year, whatever they do for sync, or your PRO pays you, and who knows how that's calculated. And when you get it, could be 9 months, 12 months down the line or longer. You get the money that you make this month, next month on the 15th, if you meet the minimums of what they pay out. And that's usually only like $25 or $50. So less than $100, 41.3% said they make less than $100 a month. Now, if I told you could make $75 a month, you've never made a dollar by doing this, you might say that's pretty nice. I could make 100 or less a month, and 40% are doing that. But then we get into these other numbers, and the next ones aren't as important as this one. 24% of people are making over $500 a month. 6.5 are making 1,000 plus a month, and 6.5 are making more than 2,500 a month. So we're talking about 60% of the people. Let's not even say 60%. Let's just say 56% of the people are making over $250 a month. That's me. I average around $250 a month, and I have for the past 2 years. In the year before that, I made a little bit more like $350 a month or so. But you see this bold number of 500 plus. How many people are making $500 per month doing this? So, hey, if you are here, I see that we've got some bigger numbers of people here. Make sure that you put free in the comments if you want something for free, and stay with us here to the end of the seminar. We're getting towards the end of this poll, and when we're done with the poll, we're going to get into the course, and then we're going to be done. So stay with us here, and make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. We need your thumb. We need your thumbs. Please thumb. Arco said, I like how you are taking every opportunity to say free. Well, the whole point of, I promise people that they could be free. Hey, there's Andreas. Free as a bird. Okay. Free, just another free bird fan, man. Come on. Genuine Willie says, first year on Pond 5. Let me get off this white background. First year on Pond 5, and I had a total of 6 item views. I've changed out my metadata sense, so yeah, your music has to be searchable. Last count, I believe there were 800,000 cues. Yeah, I don't think you can think about it. I don't think about how many people are out there. I think about finding that one client who needs the one song that I have. If I'm going to put For Elise out there by Beethoven, I know that people are going to be searching for this song, or they're going to be searching for Beethoven, not even knowing what kind of song he does. But when they hear da 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 da, they're going to, ooh, I want that song on my video. So I'm trying to put things out there, and I put Beethoven in the name of the song, and I put Fur Elise for the people who are weirdos who know what Fur Elise is, and they're searching for it. So, yeah, I think you have to be searchable. Well, there's Tony Thomas, and he wants to be in the free stuff. Well, thanks for joining us, Mr. Thomas. Thanks so much. All right, let's move along here. Am I loud enough out there? I want to make sure. Okay, so all right, here we go back to finish up this poll here, which I worked very hard at, by the way. I had to beg people to give me stuff, but around 50 different people gave me some thoughts here. So a good number of people, again, over 50, around 56% are making over $500 a month, or over $250 a month, sorry. And I think that's a big deal because, and there's 2% who are making over 5,000. I know who that is, actually. All right, so here's an interesting stat. I just asked a yes or no question. They had no other possibility of answer. And I said, does stock music, microsync, content ID help you pay bills? And 57.4, headed towards 60% of people said yes, it does. Now, see, to me, this is the most important part of this whole thing, that it's bringing me, hey, I paid bills with it last week. I literally needed it to pay bills. And it adds to the bottom line when those hundreds of dollars come in. Yeah, they come in $70 here, $50 here, $25 here, whatever. But I'm telling you, folks, this is income that helps me pay my bills every month. Who doesn't want extra income coming in the middle of the month, especially because I get paid on the 1st and 15th at the school job I work for. So, and first of the month is rent, probably for all of us, and mortgage. But dude, if this could pay my phone bill, if this could pay my water bill, this absolutely paid my phone bill, my wireless bill this month. So this is a telling question, but it's not as telling as this next slide is, and this is the last slide of the stats. Will you continue to make and pitch non-exclusive music to library stats? And almost 94% of the people who took this poll said yes, and only 6.4 said no. So this should show you that even people who put low numbers on stock music licensing still thought of this as a valuable pursuit. They still thought of this as something that they want to do, that they want to continue to do, because it might bring you some money, but it certainly brings you some income that you can use, but also it just gets your music out there. And we're not even talking about content ID, which is a whole backend that people can put your music on YouTube and you can get paid through that as well. I include that in my stock music licensing. So let's get to, I've been talking about why everybody is wrong this whole time with this thing. And if you're here, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for being here. Make sure you stay in here and put free in the comments, because you want to make sure that you are putting free in the comments. Oh, I got to turn off free because I'm not seeing the comments that don't say free. Oops. So yeah, I'm going to get back to, before I get to the right conclusion here, I'm going to be reading a few things. Actually, I'll get to those after the right conclusion. Stay on task, Eric Squirrel. So the right conclusion here is, number one, we got to find the ways to find success. And this is kind of like, I'm just a person always who's trying to find the key to something. I know there are other people in this. Mark Rushton, I know, does this. Shane, I know you're like this. What is the key to success? That's why I went back and I want information. I went back and got a bachelor's late in life, or I should say finished my bachelor's up, and then I went and got a master's in composition. I've been writing songs since I was 13. What do I need a master's for? Well, I wanted to know the data. I wanted to know about orchestration. I still want to know more about orchestration. I wanted to know more about composition and still do ranging, all of that kind of stuff. So I went back to school. I wanted to get as far as I could. Now I could probably, a doctorate, I could probably do that. And I have something I'd like to even study, but I'm at a point in my life where knowing what I need to know to do what I need to do is most important. So are you. So what are the ways of success in stock music licensing? Well, you got to make quality music. We already talked about that today. And I'm not going to rant about that anymore. I could rant I could rant all day. I'm a ranter. But yeah, as Shane says, got to keep on swimming. Just keep swimming. Um, but you got to make quality music first. And this might be a stumbling block for a lot of people, but it's really not as hard as you think. Put one foot in front of the other. Just keep swimming. Make some music. Make better music. Get into some masterminds. Work with some people. Be in our free streams. Whatever you got to do. Put music in the feedback section in our Discord. Do something to get people giving you some feedback on your songs, and make sure you're making quality music. And then the next thing you've got to do is you've got to join these libraries. You can't win if you don't play, and you can't make money from these libraries if you don't join them. And so you've got to go to the libraries and the sites. You've got to sign in Content ID and your PRO and Sound Exchange and all these places. And you've got to sign up. You got to sign up. You can't do this if you're not going to sign up. If you're not going to sign up and be part of this, um, you really have to just find something else. It'd be like saying, I really, really want to join a gym and exercise, and you never join a gym. I'm at that place right now. I should be joining a gym. I know which gym I want to join. I can join pretty for cheap because I'm old, and I haven't. Now, most of that is based on time right now. But still, you might be thinking that about this. Do I have time to make this music and put all of these things in libraries? Well, do you have time to make money from music? That's a question for you. Not going to rant about that. I could rant, but I've got to stop it. I've got to keep going here. You have to upload songs once you get accepted into these libraries, and you have to keep doing it. This is the way of success. The three things, these are bottom line success factors here, folks. You have to make or have quality music. You have to join the libraries and the sites, and you have to upload songs to them. If you do not upload songs to them, they will not get heard, not get used, and you will not make money. The end. And then you have to know how the libraries work. You have to know how all this is going to, how best to upload, what to upload, and all that kind of stuff. And you have to know what to expect. And hopefully this video and my videos on my channel help you know what to expect. But this is why, and now we are heading to the very end, and I'm about to give something away for free. So come back to your phones, come back to your screens, put your breakfast down or your lunch or whatever you're eating right now, your dinner over there in Europe. I see you. And tell your wife, hold on just a minute, or tell your spouse, this thing is going to be done eventually. He's got to quit at some point. Now I've told you what the conclusion is, the way to success. And that's why I made this. And this is the point of this video a little bit. Obviously, when you have a webinar, you're going to show people an answer. I just showed you what the right conclusion is, what you have to have to be successful in stock. And this is what I came up with in as far as how to be successful. It's called the stock market. Because playing this whole thing is kind of like being in the stock market, playing stocks, and you're not wagering anything, and you're really not losing anything but your time, and you're not losing any music, you're not losing, and even your time. All you did was make music. Is that wasted time? If it's wasted time, you're in the wrong webinar, my friends. But what I attempt to do with this course, I call it Where, Why, and How to Submit Your Music to Stock Music Licensing. And now I've kind of changed that title to micro licensing sites, because there's a lot of sites that kind of go along in this that I throw into this, like SongTradr and Crucial Music and Music Supervisor, which I did a video about Music Supervisor the other day. You've got to understand what stock music is. That's the very first part of this. As you can see over on the cover, and those are the kind of the four categories of what we talk about in this book. The first part is defining stock music. So I talk about what stock music is and how it works. You can actually take the introduction for free. I'll talk about that more in a minute. Get inside info on all the libraries. It's one thing I try to do that's different from the ebook is I tried to make this course a way that you could see how the library works by me going into my library and just showing you the actual inside online of how each library works. And then I talk about how much I've made from them and how much they've paid me. And usually that pay is based on how much I've uploaded, to be honest with you. And so, and like I said, we go inside the library online. I talk about how each one works, and then how they pay, if they accept PRO, if they let you be on Content ID, All of that stuff is in there, and I'm presenting it just like I'm presenting this to you now. I am presenting it to you in a little corner, and the information is here. As a matter of fact, it looks very, very similar to this way I am teaching you right now. So, and then one thing I try to do in it is help you understand how Content ID works and the reasons why Content ID is so very important if you're going to do this. Content ID is as important as being in a PRO if you're in sync licensing or if you're getting your music on the radio or television. You've got to be enrolled in Content ID. Okay, so this is the stock market course here. And I just want to point out a few nice things that people have said. Andreas, who is in the chat here, said this course was and is exactly the right thing for me as a kickoff to this topic. It says, if I'm sitting next to Eric, and he's explaining his world to me. Not too close, though. Okay, Andreas, let's just keep it professional. It gave me an overview and the best tips from his experience with real insights behind the scenes. Definitely worth it for anyone looking for concrete numbers and tips. And I'm glad he said this because that's what I tried to do. You know, this is what I do on this channel. If you're new to this channel, subscribe because I am giving concrete numbers all day long. You just saw concrete numbers that I did in a poll. At the end of this year, first of next year, I always show off my numbers, my real paid numbers from this year. And so I show you that. And, but that was Andreas. He is in Switzerland. He is a musician and an educator in Switzerland. So thank you so much for those comments, Andreas. And then I got a lovely comment from my friend and soon to be co-host in a video that's coming up, Shane Jensen, who is in Las Vegas, musician and composer. He said, my first introduction to stock music was from watching a video Eric made on Pond 5. Using that information from that video and his ebook, The Stock Market, I uploaded my first songs to Pond 5. I was extremely excited to see that Eric created a video course detailing the information in the book. I am more of a visual learner and easily accessible style and able to absorb the information quickly. Yeah, that's kind of the point. It's hard to read sometimes this stuff, and so I thought it'd be better to put it in a course and so that you can hear me talk about it. And I'm not, these are very edited videos in these courses. These are not me just pontificating like I'm doing today. As I move forward in the course, I am learning something new from every video. I would highly recommend the stock market course if you want to make music income and accelerate your earning potential. Again, that's Shane Jensen. Thank you so much for that, Shane. All right, I think that is about the end, if I am not mistaken, of the presentation. And next, I want to just take us to, I want to do something. Let's get some free stuff. Is it time? Let me answer some questions because a lot of people have been putting some things in here, and I had the free thing up. I had just searched on free, so I missed a few things. Joffrey says, how do I get to that library at Make Music Income? I'm not sure which library you're talking about. Well, I wasn't following that, so if you want to put another question in there. Mark says, how do you get repeat customers of your stock music? Is that a metric that the various stock libraries indicate? Not really. No. I think you get repeat customers by them liking your stuff and making similar music that they already bought or putting similar things up and tagging them the same. And if I'm a customer, I'm a customer of stock video and stock photos. If I find a picture I like from someone and it's really going to fit, or a video I like that's going to fit the scene, sometimes it's not the exact video, so I'll click on that video and or I'll click on that particular content provider and I'll go and see their other work, and that will show me more about them. I think that's more likely how you're going to get business from your stuff. Where do I go for stock music licensing? Oh, let me tell you, I'm telling you right now where you're going to go. It's this course. So just stay with me here for just another minute. Let's see here. What else we got? Mark had to run. Thanks for being here, Mark. Let's see what else we got going on. If any other questions or comments here. What is the difference between a webinar and a live YouTube video? Well, this is a webinar. It's only going to be up for today probably, or maybe through the week. I think today, though, I'm going to take it down tonight. And so you're only able to see it today. So if you're either watching live or you're watching on a replay, but I'm likely going to take it down today and only make it available for people to watch on a replay who kind of emailed me about that. All right. Hate is always going to be hating. You're right about that. Um, Miguel says, I've been doing beats for BeatStars, and since I don't sell exclusive beats, I've been creating a beat version for artists and sync ready for Pond 5. I also do exclusive for sync libraries, though. Yeah, and you know what? I think there is a whole thing missing on YouTube where we could do corporate type beat. I see some people doing this, and you could even do names of people. Like this is a Coldplay corporate type beat. You got to use the word type, Type, and that's how rappers and stuff find beats. And I think we might be able to make this a thing where people are who are looking for music to put on their videos find type of music by going on there. Mark Vesca says, "Hey, Eric, been listening to you for a while. Can't wait to get my metal project recorded and finished. Do you think alt rock and metal can be used in stock?" I think so. I think people who are trying to make videos about stock music, who are really really focused on something with energy and stuff, would use that. So for sure. Daydream Studio says all the things what haters say is partly true, but the main reason for making music should be to love to make music. Absolutely, amen to that. Let us overcome the haters' arguments. We still create a kind of art. We sure do. Creating art needs love and passion first. Yep. Okay, where are these libraries that we can submit to? I'm about to tell you. I'm about to show you all that. Let's get right to that. That is a great segue. Thank you, Joffrey, for that segue. Now I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to look at, not that, not that. We're going to actually look at the course. And this is the stock market course that I am talking about today. It's called the stock market. I've already talked about that. In the page that I'm going to send you to, you can talk about why you need this course. If you're interested in learning how to make music income with stock music, microsync, you need this course. This book was made for you to find these libraries. In fact, this is what it's all about right here. Find out about every library in sight. You also get the ebook with this course, where you get the ebook, and the ebook has the addresses that you can just click on. There are links, and you can click on and go to every single music library that I know about. And so this is an important part of what we're doing here, and this is an important part of this whole presentation. You've been sitting through this going, hey, how do I get on all these libraries? How do I get to these places? Well, this is what I'm trying to show you right now. And this is why it's so important that this course exists, because I don't know of another resource like this. I know of some resources like this in the sync world. Jesse has one, Clint has one, these ebooks with addresses or websites of libraries. But this is the only one I know of that is for sale, and the only one for sure that if someone goes into detail about every single library that exists. I go into my sites on those libraries and show you what it looks like inside those libraries. And you can get started now and see the free preview in the curriculum below. I'll show you that here in just a second. There's the nice comments by Shane and Andreas. And so I want to talk to you about what's in it. Before we talk about the price, let's talk about what's in it. And I want to show you the course. This is what the course looks like. This is the curriculum. The opening bell of the stock market has an introduction of what you need to know about this course. It's free. You can go look at that without paying anything, by the way, anytime you like. The stock market ebook version 4. These are newly updated links in a PDF that you will get as part of this course. And once you get that, you'll be able to, as I say, go to this link. I put all the links in the PowerPoints of what I talk about, but you can actually have the PDF to click on those links and go right to every library. Every single one, whether I'm in it or not, you can go there and I show you how to, where exactly to go click and how to apply to that library. Then I do a quick definition of what stock music is. I highly suggest you watch this, and then how these stock libraries work. So if you want to kind of get the skinny on how they all work, this is where you go. And then we go in, then the rest is opening up the stock markets. I am literally going into all the libraries. I talk a little intro about different libraries. And then I go to each library individually. Some of these are 5 minutes long to 10 minutes long. Some of these are 10 to 20 minutes long, depending on how much information there is and how much I need to tell you to make sure that you are going to do well in these libraries. So I I give you my best hints on all of them, how I make money in each single one of these. The ones I haven't made any money in yet, but likely that I haven't made any money in them because I haven't put the time and the effort into them. And so this is certainly libraries that you can get into. There are some that are harder to get into, some that are easier to get into. And so make sure, by the way, if you're just coming in here, if there's anybody joining us, make sure you give us a thumbs up and make sure you put the word free in, because I'm about to give away the two big things. I'm going to give away a free course, and I'm going to give away a free coaching session with me. So make sure that you put a thumbs up and make sure you put free in the comments, because I'm going to give that away in just a minute. Once I'm done with this. So here's all the libraries, also all the other libraries that I'm not in. By the way, I'm now in one of the mid tiers that I got in, Soundscape, and so we'll see what that's like. I have to do a video about that now, I guess, and then we'll have some insider info about how, which is about Content ID. And this is a very important section about Content ID and how I think you have to draw the line between if you're going to work with libraries that don't allow Content ID, which there aren't many, and how you're going to get into Content ID, because Content ID is so far my second biggest income this year in stock, and it was last year too. And so it could even be the biggest one. We'll see. And then I have the close of the stock market, where I just talk about this. I have links to other sources. Now, all that said, I want to tell you now, let's go to prices now of this thing. So I have just put these up today. These are brand new, and these won't last long because I won't be able to offer these at these prices for very long. This is kind of like the prices today, and maybe over the next few days if you access this as a replay. But you get the full finished course for $99, but you also get bonus content. And that's what I want to show you down here. I am starting all the bonus content. That's not where I want to show you. This is where I want to show you. That's not where I want to show you. Down. Okay, it's not showing me where I want to show you. Hold on. I will show you myself, because I want to show you where this is. So hold on just a second. Appreciate all of you hanging around, because I'm about to hang out the deals, and we're about to do the next free drawing within minutes of this. So, but I do want to show you some things that I can't show you, but I have to kind of access it offline here. So let's go there, where I offer this, and let's go to the product. And I'm not sure why the screen didn't stay up for us, but if you look down here at the product, hold on, let me manage it, because I need to show you the bonus material that I'm getting ready to release. Here it is. Okay. All right. So here is the bonus material that is going to be starting to be released this weekend and next week. How to maximize your earnings in stock market. I am finishing this up right now and editing this. Anyone who has bought this course already will tell you, I started this at a very low price as I was building it. And now that it's finished, I have a finished course. But I have this bonus material that I want to offer you. And first of it is how to maximize your earnings in the stock market. And like I said, that's part of this advanced course here. And this advanced course, learn how to maximize your earnings with advanced tips and tricks for all the libraries. So that is one of the new things. There's also a new section called AI and stock, friend or foe. Now, you have a lot of people trying to sell you AI courses, but I have found that there are some AI things that really helps me, especially when I'm putting in public domain stuff. And then all this edited bonus material. Let's go back to, let's go on down to that again. And you'll see all of this bonus material, all of these videos that I did already on my site, but I am updating them. I am editing out all the intros and outros and all that kind of stuff and making it very quick for you to access all of these in one place. And so you'll get all of this and anything else I decide to add. But these are videos that are maybe several years old to brand new, but I'm going to edit them down so they're quick little courses for you to take. So that is why that you want to get involved with some of these new prices here. Now, let me explain all three prices, and then we'll be about done and I can answer final questions. Like I said, this is really going to be 125 when after today or after um, everybody's had a chance to see this video. But for now, $99, and you get not just the finished course, which is completely finished and ready for you, but you get all the extra bonus content as well. That's $125 value for 99 bucks. You also get the stock market course, advanced version, plus get this, coaching with me. Now, a lot of you may know that I offer coaching for an hour. We just do a Zoom call, and you can ask me anything that you want to ask me. And I charge 149 for that now, or 145 for that now. But I'm offering today, and this is only as part of this webinar price, 149 for the entire $99 course with the advanced stuff, with the bonus content, plus an hour of my coaching for 149. This is $270 if you just bought it by itself, folks. So this is a good price for you to do if you're interested. And then I do have a two payment plan for the advanced version of the course for $55 for 2 months. So you can get that. And then one last thing that you might be interested in for those of you who are really looking for advanced help here. This is something that I do for all my clients, and that is a monthly coaching. Um, and basically, I do this for all kinds of clients, artists, composers, but also people trying to make income in some way. And so you get the full $99 course, plus you can get 2 coaching calls with me per month. And also, you'll get the Monday morning update that I send to everybody, where I personally send you an email every Monday morning saying, this is what we got to work on this week. When are we doing our call? Do one call this week. And then you'll get the whole course too. You could use this monthly coaching to go through the course with me personally if you want to, and go through all the libraries that you have questions about. So all sorts of possibilities here. So this is the day, folks. If you want to be part of that, let me give you the actual course. You might be saying, hey, Eric, it would be great if you would give us the course link. Well, you'll find the course link down below in the section below. If you want to go and get these prices now, you can go and get them because they're available now. I put them up this morning. They weren't available last night. They are available now. So if you're interested in finding about all the libraries, Joffrey, this is for you. If you want to see all the libraries and you want to know how to submit to them, this course is for you. You just need to go down below to the stock market course, and you'll see exactly what I was just showing you a minute ago. This whole site here, how you can read more about the course and find out about every single library and get my coaching through each one of those, in either through the course or through if you want to do coaching. We may have talked about this offline, but I do offer this 149, which is a pretty good value if you're looking to do some coaching maybe, and you're also looking to get the course to go through at your leisure on your own time. It's probably a really good way to get going with the course. So, all right. So let me answer any other questions here. Like I said, Joffrey, make sure that you go to the link below in the description of this video and find the link to the course, and you'll see all the options that I just went through. Jonathan Carlisle was here. Thanks for joining us. All right. Question. Arco says, there are some producers making sample packs and loop packs. What do you think of this source of income? I think it's great. I'm not a fan of them, to be honest with you. I think samples and loops are the wrong way to go as composers, but that's just me personally. If you're new to this, then you're going to want this. But if you're not new to this and you're a composer, want to be an original composer, I would not suggest you buy sample packs and loop packs. I would suggest you learn how to orchestrate and compose, because that is what the world needs. We don't need more loop players and loop draggers and line draggers. We need people writing original music. We need to be human. That's another rant. Don't get me started, Arco. I will rant the rest of this day with more ranting, but people have already waited too long. All right, it's time to give away for something for free. Who is ready? Everybody who is here, have you put free in the comments, because I'm going to pick another one. And this next one, let's see, what did I do last time? I did 15, I did 22. So I don't think I have 49 people. So I'm going to pick another random number. somewhere around 1 to 25. I've got one already. One of them is 4. So let's just go see who was fourth that said free. And the answer is Shane, Andreas, Arco, Mems Beats. If you got to still be here, by the way, to claim your prize. So Mems Beat, if you are here, make sure you give me a what's up and let me know, because you are the winner of a free coaching session with me if you want it. Again, in order to get these things, you have to email me at makemusincincome. Whoa, that just got too big. At makemusincincome@gmail.com. So make sure you email me. I don't know why it's so humongous. Uh, makemusincincome@gmail.com. That's how you will claim these prizes. You have to email me. So Mems Beats, you are the winner of a free coaching, 1 hour coaching with me. We'll just chat, talk about your music, talk about your music information. What do you want to do? What's your goals? Free 1 hour with me on Zoom. So email me, makemusincincome@gmail.com, and let's talk about your beats, Mems Beats, if you're interested and if you're still here. If you're not here, then and watch this in a replay, you can still get it, but the replay is not going to be up on the channel very long. So you'll have to have the link only to see this. All right. So let me see if I need to answer anything else that's here today. That Price is Right, please, to the winner. Yeah, Ronan is joining us. You got to put free in the comments. See, you've been. This is what happens for you West Coast people if you're never here. Ragdoll Reacts, thanks so much. Make sure you email me. All right, Arco, you opened up a can of rant. Yeah, you really did. Don't get me started on loop packs and so. My friend Stevie B makes them, and you should buy them. He does a great job on them. And if you're beginning on this and you don't know how to do and all that, and with my students who I haven't taught them music theory yet, and so I allow them to drag loops around in Logic and make music that way. But I think in general, we need to do more of what you're doing right now, Arco. You need to go to school and you need to learn, or you need to come online and you need to learn, or you need to take a course and you need to learn. And that's what the stock market course is all about. And if you have any questions about the course, and I've given you lots of options down here on how to buy it. So it's not that expensive. $99 for a course is pretty like low end. But I am keeping it that way. Every coach in the world would tell me to put this at $249 or $399 or something like that. You know what? It's going to take you a while to come up with enough music and to get going in stock music. And so I don't want to take a ton of money out of your pocket for just a course that you're going to go through at your leisure. And I want you to have this information so that you can make that 99 bucks fast back in a few months and then get making profit. And then the 149 price is really where I want to give you the opportunity to have the whole course and then just do a coaching session with me and talk about that. So, and then the payment plan is right there. Oh, and by the way, thank you for whoever just liked this. Let's get to 40 likes. If you're just in here, if you're just coming to the live and you're just being part of this thing, thank you for being here. And give us a thumbs up so we can get to 40. I was trying to get to 50 thumbs up. Can we get to 40 is the first one. Can I get an amen? Can I get a thumbs up? We're just about done, I promise. I know it's been almost 2 hours. But hey, it's a webinar. This only happens once every blue moon. I don't even know if it's a blue moon. It's very cloudy today. But give me a thumbs up. Let's get to 40. I wanted to get to 50. But I hope this has been helpful. I hope this, I will, like I said, this is not going to be, keep the link of this because that will likely be the only way you can watch this again, is if you keep the link, because my whole goal here, webinars are supposed to be live. Like if you're not live, you don't catch it. So there's 40 likes. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can get to 50 in the last few minutes we have here. Before I give away a course for free, I'm going to give away a course for free. If you have a reason why you think you get the course for free, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to count the free votes. So make sure you put the word free in the comments if you want to get there. Daniel, thank you so much. I hope you saw that your prize. Make sure you email me. Um, and Ragdoll reaction. Yeah, to be honest, I think sample packs. Well, there's nothing wrong with sample packs. I'm not like digging on it. I think it's good, and a lot of people need them. I just sometimes think that we get too dependent on some of these things, and then people never grow into the composers they could be. Now, some people don't want to be composers, and if you don't want to be a composer but you still want to make original music, then you need sample packs, and I get it, and I'm down with that. So I won't rag too much on that ragdoll. I'll react this way and say I think it's fine. But if from a composer point of view, I don't want to have anything to do with them. I'm trying to move away from samples, from loops, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm being told to by my libraries. Crucial Music just came out with something recently that told us, do not send us anything made with AI, with loops, with loop libraries. I'm hearing that from my BMG library that I make a good amount from and I get a lot of placements with. So sample packs, sound design packs, loop packs, MIDI loops, all good if you're just a person who has no interest in composing, but you still want to make music. Just make sure you're taking these MIDI packs from Stevie B or whoever you're making and changing them around so that they are original to you, because we've got Content ID listening to everything. And I'm telling you, it's that. Thanks for being here, Terry. Sorry, but only people who stay can get something for free. So yeah, as Andrea says, come on in. People keep coming in. But we are about done. And it is about time. Would love to react. Would love to connect with you. So make sure you email me at makemusiccome@gmail.com. Serum? Okay, love it. I don't work with Serum. So we've got a lot of free things. We've got one more free thing to give away. We're going to give away this right here. We're going to give away the stock market course advanced version. Now, I know there are a few people in here who already have the stock market, and I have a free gift for you. If you're already in the stock market, you're going to get the advanced version for free. I mean, it's just going to be part of the thing. I'm not changing it now. So people who are getting it and already have bought it are going to get all the advanced version stuff. So you're getting a present anyway. So if you are here, and then we'll talk about one extra free thing I'm going to give. But now I'm going to do the free giveaway for the stock market course. So I'm going to try and give me some more likes. Let's get to 45 likes. If you haven't liked this video, help us get to 45 likes. And then I will give away the stock market video. And I have to come up with another. What was the number I came up with last time? 4? I think I did 4 last time. So I have to pick another number. And I think I'm going to, let's go do free. So give me some more likes. If you haven't liked the video yet, make sure you like it, because at 45, I will give away something. I will give away a full course to somebody in this chat. You have to be in the chat right now. You have to be here and you have to email me. If you don't email me, then I won't be able to send you the thing. So make sure you email me. So, all right. This is pretty much what I've had for you today. I hope this has been good information. Waiting for 2 more likes. 2 more likes. I need somebody, for the love of all that is holy, hit the thumbs up on your little YouTube thing there. Hit thumbs up, and I will give away a free course to somebody. Who is it going to be? I feel like, and if it's somebody that already has it, then you'll get something else. And if it's somebody, then I've got something free for everybody who waits till the end of this. If you wait till the end, I will give something free to everybody. So, but right now, I'm going to give a course away. I just need a thumbs up. Arco says, I don't use sample packs and loops either, but making them with sound design sounds interesting. Sure. Shane says, I can only hit it once. Yes, I thank you. Somebody in here has not hit plus, because I know there's another one. There's 44, waiting for 45, and I give away a free course. Who will it be? Who will it be? Could it be you who is watching right now? 45. Thank the good Lord, it is here. We are 45 likes, which is amazing. And by the way, we've had a constant 30 or 40 people here this whole time. Thank you so much for being part of this. I really appreciate it. All right, let's give away a free course. I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose the number. What's between 4 and 15? I'm going to choose the number 9, but I'm going to go backwards from freeze rather than from the top. How about that? All right, so here are all my frees. I'm going to go back. 1, 2. Siva, you can't put it in more than once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is Chris Daniel in the house. Chris Daniel, if you are in the house, you have won a free course, my friend. If you're not in the house, tell me you're not in the house, because if you're not in the house, I have to give it away to somebody else. So I'm going to take the comments out. In the house, Chris Daniel. If you are hearing this, then, ow, what? My cat keeps biting me. If you are in the house, Chris Daniel, please email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. Hope you're still around. If I don't hear from you, I may give it away to somebody else. But it's getting to be about 2 hours, folks, and I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me today. I hope this has been somewhat helpful. All the ranting, all the craziness. We've had a good time. And I do have a free gift for all of you here today, but you're going to have to email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. You're going to have to send me an email. Everybody who was here today at the sound of my voice, if you are here, I have a free gift that I will send to you, and it will be probably 20 to 50% off the course, or off coaching, or off ebooks, or something like that. So go ahead, email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. Chris Daniel, hope you're here. Anybody else who have given something free to, and I think it was Chris and Daniel and Ragdoll, and who was the other person? Ragdoll, Chris Daniel. It was Daniel, and who else won? It's number 4, I believe. Anybody remember? I don't see Chris answering, so maybe Chris jumped out. Sorry, didn't know it was a raffle. Just too excited when you give away a coaching session. Well, I'll give you a percentage off of it, Siva. So just email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com and we will talk. How about that? I can do that. I think it was Mems Beats that won the other thing. So now, if you didn't stay and you didn't hear it, then you may not win it. So I will keep the comments and reactions, and I may give this away to you. Just a little secret here. So like I said, I am probably just going to turn this off. Everybody who's in my email, everybody who has a link to this video from Discord, everybody who has a link from this video from our streams community, everybody who has a link in email on the email list, you will be able to come back and watch this at any time, at least through the next day or so. But everybody else, this is going to go off live. And once I'm done live, it will no longer be up. And eventually, these prices will change too, back to kind of their regular prices. So make sure if you want to grab these prices, you grab them now. And other than answering any other questions, because I got to go do stuff, as well. Hey, there's Daniel. So everybody, Joffrey, make sure you email me. I have something for you, for sure, and we can talk. I know we've been talking offline a little bit. Everybody, thanks for being here. Vax, thanks so much for being here. Sorry, Vex E, thanks for being here. Mems Beats, there you are. Yeah, email me and get your free thing here. Siva, thanks so much for being here. Everybody, Daniel, email me about your thing. Joffrey, make sure you email me. Dane, fortunately, you have audio proof of one. Good point. I can just go back and I will be, if you want to watch this again, I'm going to go through and put some timestamps on this, and so you'll be able to watch it again if you want to. Ragdoll Reacts, thanks and congratulations. Andreas, thank you for being here. As always, Bornyar, great for you to be here. Bornyar's got a great channel too, and he's been killing it with some videos lately about music software on different computers. And so you might want to go look at his channel. If you want to throw it in the chat, go ahead and throw your channel in the chat there, Bornyar. Um, Arco, working hard over there. Glad you're here. 46. I didn't see 46. I only see 45 likes. That's cool. And the fact that 30 people are staying here through this whole thing, I'm just so thankful. Everybody, thanks for being here. Who else? Christo, thanks for being here. Both Andreases for being here. Let's see. So many people. Terry was here. Ronan, good to see you. Um, Everybody, just thanks so much for all your comments and for being here today. Lewis Edmonds and Jonathan Carlisle. It's just Tony Thomas. Thanks always for being here, my friend. Everybody, email me. Anybody who emails me gets a free something, and so I will be happy to give you something for free. But otherwise, Sana, thank you for being here very much, and make sure you email me. I'll give you something for free, and really love it. Andreas, I think it's three of us. Okay, three Andreas. That's one too many Andreas, I believe. But Sana, thanks for being here so much. Make sure you guys email me. Cheers to you. Andrew is in the house, and he knows a few of these people. Andrew, were we supposed to talk today? I haven't checked my email since I came live on this webinar, but anyway, all right, everyone. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Good to see you, and it's been a fun time. Make sure that you go and get the good prices on the stock market course while they last. Some of these are going to change back to the regular price, but a few of these, like the coaching one, may not stay, and also the other deal for the coaching, monthly coaching. That's a little hard to give that away with the stock market. But if you want that, go get them, folks. It's out there. All is there. Thanks for everybody for being here. Good to see you, Andrew Southworth, and my email and see if we're still meeting up here in a minute. All right, everybody. I am going to say goodbye and say thank you so much for being part of this first webinar. You've made it a complete success. It's been so much fun. And we'll see you next time. Make sure you email me if you have any questions. You can always email or you subscribe so you're always part of the next videos that come out. I might take a little 4-day break here through the Thanksgiving weekend. And if you're in the States, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I'm very thankful for all of you who watch this channel and for ask questions and for hanging out. We got 46 likes. Good job, everybody. And thank you for being here. Email me. I love email. Send me email with any question and tell me you're here, and I will give you something for free. So thanks so much for being here. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend, or if you're outside the United States, which I know many of you are, have a great week, a great rest of the week, and a great weekend. And thanks so much for helping this webinar be a success. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.